more on the impact that this round of power cuts is having on our country. Let's cross to reporter Govan Whittles, who's tracking this story. Govan, thanks for being on air for us today. What kind of impact is the blackout situation having on especially businesses and pupils about to write their exams?
Well, it's a varied impact that extends across different industries and, as you said, the education sector as well. I'm in Nelson Mandela Bay, where I've been covering the elections, being on the ground with different political parties, and the issue of load shedding is one that comes up time and time again. But to find out what kind of impact it will have on the city, I'm joined by the city's mayor, Mr. Ngaba Banga. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Mayor. So, the unexpected load shedding has been announced. The power cuts have been implemented in your city. What's the impact been?
This is so bad for business and the livelihoods of our people, households, because this destroys the economy and it's destroying jobs. And the answer of the ANC Minister, Pravin Gordhan, is saying, we'll destroy your life for 4 days. And then we allow you on the 1st to vote for us. And then after that, we continue destroying your life because we do not have an electricity supply for the people. That's the kind of South Africa, a broken country that we live under. It shows an incapable state running Eskom, which have destroyed the economy of this country and destroyed prosperity, destroying lives of individuals. Look at the chaos they've caused in the city as we speak right now. They're shedding jobs through this. Eskom has no capacity because they've looted Eskom for years. They have not appointed professional engineers. They don't have them. And what they're going to do right now to go and buy oil with any price that they get with.
Has there been any quantified impact or on the economy of Nelson Mandela Bay because of load shedding?
Remember, when there's load shedding, the harbour is affected, the airport is affected, our local businesses. It heavily affects the economy of the city. Restaurants are closed. People will get deductions because no work, no pay policy applies. Just ordinary poor people get affected with this. And it's only because of negligence and inability of the government to run this. Look, let me tell you, Cape Town doesn't get the load shedding that would have. When they are in stage 4, Cape Town is at stage 2 because Cape Town have options. They have an alternative power supply that they buy electricity when this Eskom can't provide. They are able to provide. That's what I want to do to this city because we can't continue relying on an incapable Eskom that is shedding jobs when we have 42% of our people unemployment. Therefore, we need to look for independent power suppliers who are going to sell electricity for us when Eskom and under the ANC government is unable to provide electricity, who are able to provide electricity sources.
And that is something that other cities are also looking into, the purchase of independent power supply. Let's move to the matric exams now. They are expected to be affected by this load shedding. Are there any contingency plans to help these schools out, or has your office received any requests for assistance?
There is a problem, a big problem caused by this load shedding. How do you load shed? And the only excuse that the minister brings in front of us, it's only elections. But what about the education of our children? Our children are writing matric, not only matric students, like my child at home, your child at home, who goes to primary school. They are preparing for their exams. How are they going to survive? How are they going to, the stress this is going to bring to them? And that's the kind of an uncaring government that cannot take decisions, right decisions at the right time. If this could have been managed better, this is the wrong timing, in particular for our matric students, and there is no solution to this. As a city, we want the government to act and act with speed. And this is a mandate of the national government. Eskom is under the national government. And we have to change things in our country and punish this government for this irresponsibility and the inability to provide a sustainable power. That's why I want to introduce independent power suppliers to provide electricity into our grid. When things like this happen, we're able to provide stable electricity supply to our communities to save our economy and save livelihoods.
All right, thank you so much. That's the Mayor of Nelson Mandela Bay, Ngababanga. He's also campaigning for re-election. He's been hitting the ground running, but their campaign also scuppered by the power cuts. I have to tell you, eNCA, that some of them are in effect right now in different parts of the city. There's a lot of complaints from residents, from students, as well as some school teachers, and we'll venture out to try and speak to some of them through the day. For now, it's back to you.
All right, thanks so much. That's our reporter, Govan Whittles in Gqeberha.